This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Monday. I hope everybody had a great weekend. And if you did have a great weekend, you're ready for the zest, you're ready for the education, make sure you smash the likes, subscribe to the channel, and share the stream out with friends so more people know what's going on here. We have a lot of news to cover. Solana surging past $200 this morning. Meme coins absolutely popping off. Is altcoin season and even meme coin season confirmed? We're going to get into everything. I want to say good morning to everybody. As, of course, I'm saying good morning to you. Make sure as you're liking, subscribing, sharing, because we have a goal of 150 likes and 150 viewers, you check out our 3 amazing sponsors for the show, which includes Cake Wallet, Market Cipher, links in the live chat and the description, 20% off for code ZESTY at checkout. And then for code ZESTY, you get 15% off your first month for Crypto Savings Expert and 15% off your first year. And there is a free version as well if you guys use that link and go check it out as well. All right, guys, let's say good morning to everybody. Who do we got in the chat? We have Joseph Baker over there on TikTok. Nice to see you. Hello, everyone on TikTok. Like, subscribe, share. We have Oval. Nice to see you, Oval. Olsa is in the chat. Patrick Murphy, XRP A11Y. Good morning. Misko, good morning. We have, who else? Alexandra G, my girl. Good morning, good morning. Kyle Rosa, we have S-Dog in here. Nice to see you guys. Black Hat, good morning. Tom Allen, good morning. Crimson is in the chat. Good morning to you. Wick and Wifey Wick. Nice to see both of you guys, the Wicked Wicks of the South. Who else we have in here? Emma's in here. S-Dog, I say hello to. John Legend, David Bowles, nice to see you. Who else? Squeaky, oh, hello. Oh, cool. You're going to advertise in New York. That's awesome. Good for you. John Foster said he'd buy Emma with food. That's the... You guys should go check out that poll I put in the live chat. Pick your coin. Bitcoin, Solana, or Emma with food. Let me know what you guys are buying. We got Paul Kelly music in the chat. Good morning to you. John Foster, give Emma Foster a hug for me, okay? We have Crypto Farmer over here on YouTube as well as TikTok. Galaxy, what's up? John Jermaine. James Kellogg is over here on TikTok too and YouTube. Rob C. Hugh Jorgen, good morning. King Alexander, what's up? Good morning. Kenny, good morning to you. Fat Oracle, Nismo, Joe Baker, Big Guy 470. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Daddy-O, oh, hello, Daddy-O. Nash, I almost missed you guys. Ruby's in the chat, I see you over there. Rave Song Records, good morning to you. All right, guys, we're getting after it. Eric Carlson, good morning. Guys, you guys are just like flowing into this chat. I feel a lot of love this morning. I feel a lot of love this morning. And I hope you guys are feeling that love too, guys. I know Bitcoin might not be feeling as zesty, but guys, Bitcoin has been doing really well. We are kind of sitting at 67.5 right now. After we hit those all-time highs, we kind of just teetered off a little bit. But I think it's really good to retrace. I think Bitcoin consolidating for the past few days is awesome. We also, of course, have the meme coins that are popping off, which I will jump into. But first, we're going to talk about some banking news and stuff. And I'm just going to point out, again, the fundamentals of the space, why we're here. In Grotto with the roses, thank you. Dicey, good morning. What is this? Sufyan. This is live. Yes, this is live. We do have people that obviously give us the perfect examples in the TradFi system of why we're in crypto. And that goes for our own transactions and being able to sign for our own transactions and not have fraud be actively done with your account and your money. Police are actively searching for this woman who allegedly forced a signature on a bank withdrawal slip and stole $10,000. And this was from November of 2022. They have an arrest warrant out for her. So they can't find some woman who signed a fraudulent check from November of 2022. But they're coming after all these weirdos in crypto for the most random things ever and accusing them of things that they didn't even do. So this just goes to show, one, that the justice system is failing, and two, the fact that someone signed and forged a signature took $10,000 and is still not held accountable, which is why we love Bitcoin, we love crypto, because we're able to sign our own transactions and no one can forge our signature because our wallet is our wallet and only our wallet could sign with our private keys. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? So great use case for crypto right there. Shout out to Kevin with all the hands hearts. Thank you so much. I'm 50% to my goal. Oh, you're launching it. You're going the full 100% here. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. Oh, one more. Oh, there it is. Thank you. I appreciate it. Shout out to Kevin on TikTok. Spoiling me this morning. We also have UBS, where we have a situation. When Credit Suisse failed, UBS acquired them. And this was actually because the Swiss government stepped in and gave them money, essentially, to do it. UBS's rescue of Credit Suisse is now still being talked about as a huge risk for the Switzerland economy. Take a look at this, where they say the rescue takeover created new risks and challenges for the Swiss economy, and the acquisition may have safeguarded financial stability, but also raises questions about UBS's domestic dominance and the need for a stronger regulation in the future. They're saying here the state-facilitated acquisition of Credit Suisse by UBS effectively stabilized the growing crisis within Credit Suisse and tamed the risks of all spillovers, thus safeguarding financial stability, but raises new risks and challenges, especially when you have a lot of dominance here, and that they raise questions about the new combined bank having a roughly 25% share of domestic deposits and loans. I personally believe this is probably a larger amount than that, where they're kind of approaching a too big to fail point. But if they do fail, if Credit Suisse and, well, now UBS, if UBS fails, what happens to the economy in Switzerland? There's going to be a lot of trouble and a lot of damage. And it reminds me of JP Morgan in the US. All these banks keep getting bigger. They have a huge dominance over the economy. And even we got governments like the Swiss government that literally gave money and the headway for UBS to become the giant it is. And don't think it's not done on purpose either. So it's just a big example of banks getting more dominant, smaller banks disappearing, and you not being able to have control over your money when these banks inevitably fail. Because there will be more bank failures. I don't know why people don't see that the global financial crisis is not over. The last one last year of literally March of 2023, it's March of 2024 now, we saw bank after bank. And what happened? Just a Band-Aid upon a Band-Aid. And eventually those Band-Aids, they run out of stick and they fall off and it's not going to work. It doesn't really heal you, Band-Aids either. It kind of keeps the little schmeg in there, keeps the germs in there, manifests more germs on your wound depending on what it is and the stage you're at with healing. But still, Band-Aids essentially do not work, and it is going to not help the whole system. Bitcoin, be your own bank, guys. And especially where we see transactions and volume of crypto being bought or just moving has hit record highs around the world, especially in places like Indonesia, where the crypto market is obviously booming. And transactions in Indonesia hit $1.92 billion in February, which is probably one of the highest amounts of volume and transactions that they've seen in Indonesia, period. And especially we were learning about last week how in one country, I think it was South Korea, where all of the volume compared for crypto to the stock market, it wasn't quite balanced, was it? Because crypto transactions and volume were outpacing the stock market volume there. So we're seeing Indonesia booming with that cryptocurrency. Indonesia reported a surge in crypto transactions reaching $1.92 billion US in February. The number of registered crypto investors in the country also hit 19 million last month, marking an addition of 170,000 users from January. This attributes the growth to positive market sentiments fueled by, of course, the Bitcoin price surge. The regulator still aims to match or exceed the transaction volume from 2021, which was around $51.28 billion in 2024. Quote, I've previously said that this industry, crypto, is still in its embryonic stage, so imposing heavy taxes might kill the industry. At least somebody feels that way, where maybe other countries don't. And especially where other countries are so mad at Bitcoin. They're so mad and angry at cryptocurrency. And it's because they're upset about what? Their own pockets, their own currencies. In the US, it's all about dollar dominance. We have to save the banks. And then we have Nigeria. That is catastrophic in the way they're handling a lot of things, especially that the Naira, their native currency, is declining in value. They're not blaming themselves. They're not blaming inflation. They're not blaming the force of CBDC and their new stablecoin on their people for the Naira's downfall. No. They're blaming Binance. And on top of that, they're cracking down on crypto in the country, which makes people want to peer-to-peer trade, which is also surging in Nigeria. Nigeria's SEC is now proposing a 400% increase to crypto firm regulation or registration fees. So this is absolutely outrageous once again. So it went from 100,000 Naira, which was $64 for an application fee, and 30 million Naira for a registration fee. The SEC now wants 300,000 Naira with every application and charge crypto firms with a $150 million registration fee. They come after the Naira weakens to record lows against the dollar, with the government blaming crypto for facilitating illegal capital outflows. Earlier this month, reports surfaced that the SEC was updating its guidelines for crypto service providers, while they still have two executives from Binance in their custody without talking to the US and without talking to the UK and being like, okay, one's a UK resident and another one's a US resident. I'm a little confused as to why these two people are being held against their will, especially because how can you blame a crypto exchange for the downfall of your country and your currency? Just because you're basically telling us that people in your country, in Nigeria, are valuing Bitcoin and cryptocurrency over your currency, because obviously it's inflating. You want complete control over your people, so why would people use your currency? It shows the complete debasement of TradFi and how crypto is taking over. These countries are upset. And why isn't the US, again, our government, talking to the Nigerian government, saying you're holding a U.S. citizen against their will with no charges being brought against them? This is completely suspect. It's tyrannical and should be illegal to hold other countries' citizens captive for absolutely no crime committed. They just showed up for a meeting, and now the Nigerian government doesn't let them go? We know why. It's because of their money. It's because of their pockets. And obviously, they don't care about the people, because if they did, they would have let people in the country trade crypto. They would let Binance exist and let Binance help them. If crypto exists in your country, people will be trading in and out of your currency, which will boost your currency in the end. So stupid. So stupid. It just goes to show, again, the governments that do not have any control over crypto and how they want to have control over everything. Again, it hurts their pockets. Oh, man, it's just wild what's going on here. What else is wild? Sheesh, man. Freaking sheesh. JP Morgan. And I don't know. I don't understand JP Morgan. Actually, I do. I understand JP Morgan because they care about the same thing everybody else cares about, which is money, which is their own pockets. Do they care about the people? Do they care about cryptocurrency technology? Not unless it benefits them. Time after time, JP Morgan and their supreme analysts come out with some weird headline to either scare people or maybe incite some hopium in the market. Today, they're talking about how Ethereum could be a meaningful earnings driver for Coinbase. And that's probably because, again, they're putting out price predictions for Coinbase. And what kind of relationship does JP Morgan have with Ethereum? And why are they promoting Ethereum here when we know a few weeks ago they were bashing Bitcoin, even saying that Bitcoin, no Bitcoin investors or gold investors are moving aside for one another, that gold investors aren't really ravaging for Bitcoin. Meanwhile, within the same day, they put out a headline that Bitcoin in people's portfolios was 3.7 times more than gold. So very weird and contradictory statements. And now they're talking about Ethereum. We'll talk about why in a moment. They're saying ETH could be a meaningful driver for Coinbase earnings. moved their Coinbase target from $95 to reflect the crypto market rally. And they've been focused on quote-unquote new money going into spot Bitcoin ETFs, and the positive impact on Bitcoin price and the impact of ETH appreciation is also particularly meaningful to them. They're saying Ethereum use cases transcend the crypto ecosystem, and we think creating a robust earnings driver near term for Coinbase. They're talking about the ETH upgrade and how this helps layer 2s and a bunch of other things on Ethereum, supposedly. Why? So sus. Why does JP Morgan kind of bash Bitcoin, but say like ETH use cases could transcend Bitcoin? Let's sip our coffee and think about it for a moment. It's because JP Morgan kind of was inspired by Ethereum and did something with BlackRock and Barclays, as we remember, because of their blockchain. And that's why they're saying ETH use cases can transcend Bitcoin, because one, they can create their own stable coins on top of ETH that they could control that are completely programmable. But also because JP Morgan has their bright and shiny Onyx blockchain that, how is it related to ETH? Remember when they debuted tokenized BlackRock shares as collateral with Barclays? This is because their Ethereum-based Onyx blockchain and their tokenized collateral network was used by BlackRock to tokenize shares, and one of its money market funds transferred to Barclays for collateral in an OTC derivatives trade. That is why JP Morgan likes Ethereum, because they have Onyx blockchain, which is Ethereum inspired. Oh, wow. Makes so much sense. It's not surprising. Again, they care about their own pockets, and this is why they like Ethereum, because they have their own blockchain that's Ethereum inspired, whatever that means. It's so ridiculous. But again, their agenda shows every single time. Every single time. Shame, shame, shame. Shamey, shamey, shame. All right, we got a lot of meme coin news, but before we get into the meme coin news, we got someone that is pretty much a meme in this space. And before I really get deep into the nitty gritty with this one, I'm gonna need a favor from you guys, for real. And that is one, to sip your coffee, because we all need coffee. We need to sip our coffee, right, Kevin, with all my gifts on TikTok. I'm so grateful for you. But also, you guys need to like, subscribe, and share.
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
What I know is that as I'm sipping my coffee, I know that we are literally 193 subscribers away from 16,000. And you know I want to celebrate 16,000 this week. So let's get to a nice little goal. Let's do 8 more. Let's do 15,815. Let's get those 8 more subscribers. Let's get after it. How many likes do we have? Do we have likes? What are the likes? I'm British now. Oh, poop. We got to get those likes up. 23 more, guys, until we hit that 100. Let's continue to pamp that. Let's continue to pamp it. MetaMask wants 500 likes. I want that. I agree. Good morning to Emma Foster, the youngest and most zesty mod in cryptocurrency. Shout out to you. Shout out to Emma Foster. Hope you have some orange juice or something this morning. No coffee. Too young for coffee. I wish I started drinking coffee later in life. I used to love, though. Like, I know I'm sidetracking. I used to love going to school. They used to have ice cups and, like, you know, you could put coffee in it or whatever, or you could get some orange juice or whatever. So I used to get orange juice, get my cup of ice. You used to slap in the morning, slap. Used to love that. Okay, now that we're done sidetracking, again, make sure you guys subscribe. Let's get those 8 more subscribers this episode. I think we can do it. We're going to continue on our way. We're going to talk about someone that is a meme in this space, someone that we talk about quite often. Sheesh, Kevin, with these bracelets. Thank you. Firefly, thank you for the heart me. We got the biggest
hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
Well, Gary, I'm glad you said it for me because this was your bestie, Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried wanted to get like 24, 36 months or whatever for his prison sentence because all the people from FTX were suddenly going to get all their money back? A little weird considering that it doesn't make much sense when SBF was the biggest fraud in history. Campaign financing, buying luxury real estate, just putting company property under his parents' name by accident. Too many sus things, and all of his investments, some went to shame and some just did too well to make sense. And how could everybody, when there was $8 billion gone, everyone get paid back? FTT never called out as a security. People like Gary Gensler having meetings with SBF. People are saying he should spend 40 to 50 years in prison, which I think maybe isn't enough based on people like Bernie Madoff that are in prison for and got a 150-year sentence after tied to $13 billion in losses, which, again, doesn't even come close. It was probably pretty similar to SBF, and we never really got the real numbers anyway, except that we know for a fact there was over $8 billion missing. U.S. prosecutors recommend that a federal judge sentence FTX former CEO SBF to 40 to 50 years in prison for his conviction on fraud and conspiracy charges tied to the collapse of FTX. They're saying he lied to investors, and pumped millions of dollars in illegal donations into our political system, which, again, he was never held accountable for. The campaign finance charges all of a sudden disappeared. They're adding that 40 to 50 years is necessary alongside a recommended penalty north of $11 billion in forfeiture, the DOJ wrote in a sentencing memo filed on Friday. They said he's deserving of severe sanction proportionate to his role in this historic fraud. The government urges the court to impose a sentence that underscores the remarkably serious nature of the harm to thousands of victims, prevent the defendant from ever again committing fraud, and sends a powerful signal to others who might be tempted to engage in financial misconduct that the consequences will be severe. Prosecutors called their request for $11 billion judgment a particularly conservative sum and noted that $1 billion had already been seized. They had efforts to claw back some of his money targeted with the political contributions, which prosecutors said they believed to be the largest ever campaign finance offense. They're saying that there was only $3 million returned from who and where did the other money go? And if they gave away so much money to campaign financing, how did they all of a sudden recover that to give money back to the people? Again, the math is just not mathing. They're saying just like Bernie Madoff, again, $13 billion that was tied in losses, was given a 150-year sentence. Why isn't the same even being considered for SBF? He had bribes, a lot of illegal actions. He bribed foreign government officials, referencing Alameda CEO Caroline Ellison's testimony. Gary Wang. So we know this guy bribed nearly everybody in our government. It was nasty. Yet 40 to 50 years? That's it? It's a little odd, isn't it? Bernie Madoff, 150. And now the new biggest scam in history, only 40 to 50 years? And is he even going to get that? Because this is what the DOJ is just throwing out there. Is this just to make us feel like maybe we'll get justice served? Will justice be served? Let me know in the chat. Do you think SBF will get a 40 to 50 year sentence? Put a 1 or a yes emoji. Or put a 2 and a no emoji. Let me know. Let me know. 1 and yes emoji or 2 and no emoji. Oh, shout out to Papa Tom in the chat. Shout out to you, Tom Crowns. Much love to yous. I don't know. I don't think SBF is going to get the justice served, bro. I think he's going to get away with everything. But you never know. You never know. Just a little bit odd that he gets to bribe public officials. He was the second largest donor to our current president, yet he's not held accountable. Yet people are getting 100% of their money back, which I still haven't seen any steps to do so. Sus. Absolutely sus. Especially because he met with Gary Gensler.
Fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
And here we go, friends, because we're going to talk about the meme coin frenzy. We're going to talk about a lot of things going on with the meme coins. Firstly, we had some disputes in the crypto space, and this is concerning Binance, where they thought, and people thought, that there could...
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Are you considering a giveaway upon reaching 20,000 subscribers? 0.018067332
hello, Mr. Teen.
LTC.
Mr. Teen, welcome back. I don't know. And was that the first super chat of the stream? It was. Thank you for that. I don't know. Maybe should I do a giveaway at 20,000 subs? I think I have to think about it. I wasn't ready for that yet. I'm just trying to get to 16 right now. But yeah, I think it would be cool to do something zesty. First, we got Binance. There were some insider trading concerns because there was a meme coin called BOMI, Book of Memes is what it's really called. And Binance customer support actually reported saying that this was not real and that this was something that it should not be worried about. They say upon receiving information about the large BOM transaction, we immediately initiated an internal investigation, showed that the user is not a member of Binance. They said transparency is their top priority, and they're offering 100,000 USD to 5 million USD reward to any user that reports fact listing related or other fraudulent behavior. And if you want to report an incident, audit at Binance.com. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So there is no insider trading at Binance, so they say. And watch out for that because this is what happens with the meme coin. Shout out to Justin for subscribing. This is what happens with the meme coin, guys, is that they're low cap. Liquidity could come and go very easily, which is why we saw a little bit of an oopsie with a dev, Slurf dev, accidentally burned $10 million as Solana was pumping and as the meme coins were going off. And this is another example of meme coins raising money, and it could get very, very ugly. The Solana blockchain became a hub for new meme coins. One that grabbed the community attention was Slurf. The creator behind the project, quote unquote, mistakenly burned over $10 million in Solana before the launch. And despite that, the meme coin was launched and reached a $500 million market cap within hours. The developer raised 535,000 SOL to launch the meme coin and with the same name, and claimed they accidentally burned $10.4 million worth of Solana while trying to clear their wallet. This was his tweet. He goes, guys, I messed up. I burned the LP and the tokens that were set aside for the airdrop. Mint authority is already revoked, so I can't mint them. There's nothing I can do. I'm so freaking sorry. So yeah, this was a little bit scary. And again, when you trade these meme coins, you got to be careful because this guy traded 11 Solana meme coins in 3 days, hoping to make money, and he sold all 11 at a loss. So this is when greed really kicks in, especially when we're seeing meme coin pre-sales are hitting quote-unquote peak degeneracy, raising over $100 million in just 3 days. We have crypto traders that have sent around $100 million worth of Solana in an attempt to buy new meme coins in the last 72 hours. They have been raising money for unreleased coins like, again, Book of Meme, NAP, Nostalgia, and many others. But of course, things like this with Slurf did not go as planned as they were raising money. Or not really as they're raising money, but this guy freaking burned $10 million of Solana, which I don't really understand how that happened.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
I'm open to sponsoring 3 subscribers for the Litecoin Summit, but only if you reach 20,000 subscribers before the summit. 0.02401941 LTC.
Mr. Teen, that's very nice of you. And I appreciate that. So yeah, if you guys like, subscribe, and share, Like, we need everyone to tweet out this stream. We need people to subscribe and share love. And if we hit that 20K subscribers, then yeah, let's do it. Sponsor those 3 people. That sounds great. Thank you for that. Dope. Dopey dope. On top of that, we do have Solana just having her issues. Just having her issues. The Solana activity did flip Ethereum, but transactions were failing, and apparently about half of transactions within a certain period of time were failing miserably. The Solana network activity surpassed Ethereum, but the network was struggling. On March 16th, the total trading volume reached $3.5 billion, beating out Ethereum by more than $1.1 billion. The Solana network struggled to keep up with the influx activity, with a lot of people complaining. According to some data, this user Dagnum on X, Solana's ping time ran between 20 and 40 seconds, resulting in approximately 50% of transactions failing for about 20 minutes. So that is worrisome. That, again, people are trading meme coins. They're booming right now. But if the network can't handle it, guys, that's not good. And how long until Solana goes down for what, the 12th time or the 13th time? And everyone's just going to be like, oh, yeah, let's keep pumping this thing. I just don't understand where it ends. Of course, you can make a lot of money off of things that don't work properly or don't have any sort of real intrinsic value behind them, like meme coins. You could do the same thing with Solana, make money off of a network that's completely centralized. The devs got to fix it, and it goes down a dozen times in its only few year existence. Come on, man, the network's unreliable. If you were transacting millions of dollars and you had a trade to put in, for those 20 minutes, there's a 50% chance of your transaction just failing right on the spot. So, yeah, listen, Solana has okay tech behind it, but if it's not working properly, if people can't transact, if we hit that mainstream adoption and there's billions of people on this network, it's not going to last. How will they scale? They already can't scale now when the meme coins are just beginning to build up. Can the meme coins keep going? Can they keep ripping on Solana if the network just can't sustain the trading? These are just people moving coins back and forth. It's not even really the NFT part either. So it's just a lot of things that are just not working right on Solana. And what I notice a lot of games are doing too is they're keeping their coins off chain before having to put them on chain. I don't know. It just really doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Solana, again, it's heavily backed by VCs. It's a lot of degenerate money behind it. Like we said, there's a lot of money being raised. Good projects on Solana too. But if the network can't survive, then how long will this price action with Solana keep going? That's my question. I don't know. It just goes to show the degen that networks that really work, people aren't really going bananas over them because it's just boring. But something that goes down a million times and has a bunch of worthless stuff on it is what pumps. I mean, I just don't know. It's the degen side, and I love that about crypto. But at the same time, we need to kind of step up the seriousness in the space just a little bit. I love the fun, though, and I love that dog with hat as Solana is surging to that $200, which I'll get to in a moment. Dog with hat meme coins obviously popping off, but they had the photo sold as an NFT, and this sold for about $4.3 million. Look at the little dog with hat. It's so cute. Like, I can't lie. It's very cute. The purported owner of Achi, this dog behind the meme coin dog with hat, sold the iconic photo wearing a hat of the dog, obviously, for $4.3 million. It went live on Foundation with this crypto trader, GCR, ultimately making the winning bid of 1,200 ETH. And there was a post on the purported owner's Instagram that they had the NFT auction in partnership with Feisty DAO, and the dog, which is previously called Chi-Chi, is now named Achi and resides in Korea. The purported owner stated that it made the pink hat worn in the famous photo with the dog. How cute. They made the little doggy a hat, put it up as a picture, and now it's a famous meme. Same with the little Doge dog. Very freaking cute. And I love it so very much. Dog with hat is obviously booming. Let's first take a look at Solana right now. Solana is, where's Solana? There we go. Solana obviously booming this morning, crossing that golden zone. We are officially in that golden zone, looking at a few interesting levels right now. We're going to get into it. We have $204 Solana. Solana is pumping to our level here of 209, just about 208. Kind of went past this 190, which is nice. But again, 190 marked that golden zone right here.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
On the day you hit 20,000 subscribers, I'll send you 3 tickets worth of Litecoin lift during the stream. 0.017965543 LTC.
Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you. That'll be a pretty cool giveaway, no lie. Kevin, you're spoiling me over here, Kevin. Thank you. But yeah, Solana touching that 209, officially in the golden zone. And then really, once we pass 209, it's pretty much price discovery. And the next huge level you're looking at is that 233. That one rejection right off of that all-time high of 260 just about. But yeah, this is what we're looking at. That's your next big resistance once you pass 209. Dog with hat, we could talk about Book of Memes, which took off, dipping a little bit. Dog with hat, $2.89, coming off that 350 that we hit, that wick high of 353, cooling off just a little bit. So just take a look at our little dog with hat, just booming right now. You see the active buys and sells, a lot of selling pressure coming in, I see. A lot of sell pressure there. Can't believe that. This thing is freaking $2.89. Has a market cap of $2.89 billion at the moment. So that is your Solana meme coin recap. And if you guys have any other meme coins that you would like to look at, or coins that you want to look at, we're going to get into the market recap right now. As you guys.
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
Bing bang.
Guys, subscribe to the channel. This is how we boom. This is how we get everybody to see our message and our education. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Let's go to the crypto market recap. Obviously, Wi-Fi is booming right now, 18%. Jupiter's doing good. Avalanche is still ripping as usual. And again, we have a few green bubbles, but not too popping this morning. Solana passing that $200, entering that golden zone at about 190 bucks, 191. Let's go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is $67,360 right now. Still messing with those all-time highs of 2021. We'll jump into that as we look at our VWAP. We're down 1.5% almost. That VWAP is not showing us the best of the zest. Not really too confident there. I would like to see instead of curvature. Like, we love curvature, but it's very dependent on where we and how we see that curvature. This, I want confident moves. Other things like momentum, they could do a nice little woohoo, and that's what you want to see. You want to see trigger waves and just all those good things. But we also have the RSI. After this red dot freaking destroyed us, man, pulling that momentum down largely. RSI, meh, but still holding really well. It's still technically in bullish territory, but leaning towards that neutral. I would like to see what happens if we approach that neutral and what price that really brings us to. Maybe it could bring us to that 63, was this 63.7, 63.8. But over the weekend, we're watching the past few days of price action. Yesterday, we were battling with our all-time highs from 2021. We had, let me move this. Almost touched that wick high of that 69K. Wasn't quite there. Looking at that 67.6, closed above it just so slightly, but we're still battling that right now. I would like to see where it goes. It would be really interesting to see where it goes, especially because, again, we have this 63.6 that we're looking at, where we established a really nice support here, moved on up to all-time highs at that 73.6, came back down. And again, seems like we're holding pretty well, despite the pullback. Like, this is not a bad pullback. People are losing their for no reason. Honestly, we're doing really well. The fact that we went from this 63.7, 63.8, boom, to 73K, pretty much held above 69K for a few days. And then dipping back down and coming back up. Like, guys, this is so awesome. I'm happy about it. I love it. I love it. Let's take a look at the week because we just started a new week. Hype for the new week. Obviously, our green week streak has ended with Bitcoin. This was a pretty wild run. It was 1, 2, 3, 4 green weeks, a little intermediary red week, and then 2 really nice green weeks. Our streak has ended there. Last week, closing in the red, that was our all-time high week. But again, when we hit all-time highs, 60K around here, and boomed to that about 65K, we had a red week. And we saw that, again, coming off that we hit all-time high right here, pulled back, hit all-time high again, pulled back. So this isn't something that's totally nuts. I would like to see the volume pick up a little bit. We do have a fresh red dot printed on this weekly, which again, I'm a little worried about. It's just freshly printed. But if we have a pullback week, if we're sideways this week, let's just be grateful that we have a second to breathe, guys. That we have a second to breathe. We got the VWAP that is nearing that 0 line. I want to see a confident push up, which is what we were talking about last week, but we are below that 0 line now. The RSI is overheated still overbought. Seems like it's cooling off, though. So that's your weekly Bitcoin. Do you guys think we're going to close in the green this week? Put a 1 or a yes emoji for closing in the green, or put a 2 and a no emoji for no green, for red. We got Ethereum coming off of its $4,000 Zest. 35.35 right now. Around 3% in the red. We got the VWAP that's doing okay. Like, it's doing all right. It's not, again, confident. It's kind of lagging. Momentum, complete slip and slide. Moment, complete. Let's draw this out. Slip and slide moment. Woohoo! There we go. And then, there you go. So this is a little slip and slide moment with the momentum. Obviously, the RSI looks very similar. Just boom. That's a flush right there. That was completely overbought. Then boom, right down to neutral, but bounced off really nicely. And now we're at that point again. So let's see if we break into this bearish territory with the RSI. Ideally, you want to stay above 35.40. That's a very zesty number, 35.30. Zesty number. We want to stay above that and close above that. And then look at that 39.45. Once again, the 39.50. Looking at the week, we finished our green week streak here as well. Oh, poop. What did I just X out? Oh, that sucks. Okay. Well... Oh, God, of course. Sorry, guys. I X'd out something on my other screen that I do need. Okay. But we do have Ethereum, man. I can't. We do have Ethereum on the weekly. Again, we had some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green weeks, which was awesome, man. I loved our green weeks with Ethereum. We never really saw that much zest, except when we were leading up to all-time highs the last time in October of 2021. And then even going farther back too, we had a few nice weeks leading up to $2,000 ETH as well. So that was pretty nice and interesting. We do, however, see, again, that everything just a little messed up. Red dot. Blah, VWAP down, blah. But yeah, the weekly, I really wish we could see more zest there. But again, this might be a cool-off week, and we should be thankful for it. Hopefully, we maintain that 35.40 around there. And bearishly, I'm looking at that 32.30. And then obviously, bullishly, we want to go back to the golden zone as well. Because we're going to the gym. Let's go to Litecoin. Ooh, Litecoin, the right coin. Everybody loves. Everybody loves Litecoin. Guys, $84 a ticket. Man, that's all it costs to go to Litecoin Summit, July 24th to the 25th in Nashville, Tennessee. Make sure you use that link in the live chat in the description to be able to take part in Litecoin Summit. It would benefit the channel greatly. We also have $82 Litecoin today, 73 cents, around 3.5% in the red. Again, kind of retracing like the rest of the market here on the weekly, where we do have the RSI tipping downward, VWAP same. Would like to stay above that 0 line. Green money flow is meh, just meh. But yeah, we're coming off that $91. closed the week at 86. Seems like we're taking a dip. Maybe this weekly wick is maybe telling us what the intentions are for Litecoin. Maybe we do revisit that 75 bucks. But ideally, we want to go back to 91, 97, and go back to that $100. That was our beautiful high of last week, around 105 bucks. That was freaking awesome. But again, we've just been sideways trading about this 85. Hopefully, this all turns around. We also have Dogecoin. Dogecoin holding really well. Just zesting out at this 14 cents. Obviously, we want to see that VWAP move up. Money flow is doing pretty well, believe it or not. Red dot bringing that momentum down. This is a slip and slide if I've ever seen one. And then we got the RSI, which was freaking crazily overbought, and then boom, right down to neutral. So we'll see what happens there. If it breaks below, we're looking neutrally to close about 14 cents. Look at this 12 as bearish, and then obviously that 19 bullish. Crazy, isn't it? Let's see some coin requests. I know Flux was in there, so I'm going to get to that first. Because we're going to the gym. It's going to be a real good time. I need you guys to like, subscribe, and share, guys. Like, this is craziness, what's going on. Craziness with the meme corns. So let's take a sip of coffee. We have $1.50 Flux, down 8%. So, it's, again, this is kind of cooling off like the rest of the market, kind of messing with our $1.54 that we were talking about. We had a wick high yesterday of $1.68, so still moving during the weekend, which is good. Essentially, I would say, I'm going to write it here. This is essentially, we want to enter the golden zone. Let's write golden zone. We want to enter that golden zone here for Flux, and that's at that $1.92. Again, because we had all these wick highs and rejections off of this $1.92 in April of 2022, February. But when we found a nice support, we had really nice price action up to $2.45, and then that all-time high. I believe that's the all-time high based on this chartery. So that's what I'd be looking at. Ideally staying above $1.22, getting through all this chop in between, and entering that golden zone at $1.91, which it doesn't seem to be far. And Market Cipher really doesn't look half bad for it being down 8%. We have a green dot that's pulling the momentum up. VWAP is pretty confident. Money flow is flowing, highest money flow we've seen basically ever on this asset, according to this chart. So I don't think anything's really bad. And even we have the RSI that is a little shaky, so that's the one thing that throws me off here. But if the RSI could pick up, then good for Flux, man. We might tap or maybe test that golden zone soon enough. Something I would watch out for. But again, you have your levels that you watch at $1.24. Make sure you could maintain what's going on here. It's gonna be a real good time. All right. We have a Tory that came from TikTok. That's a beautiful. Hello, Mary Rose. What's up? There's a Fed meeting on the 20th. That's on Wednesday. All right. Thank you. Cajun wants ACH. Do I have that out? Yeah, I do. I freaking do. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. We love charteries that I already have done. We love charteries. Okay. So, boo, 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 boo. We were testing our, what was this? 5 cents right here with ACH. Broke out of that downtrend very nicely. Cup and handled in this B. Took off. Maintained a nice price action at 3 cents. Moving to that 4, which is great. So, yeah, I would like to maintain 4 cents. Obviously, because of the red dot, we have the VWAP down. Ugh, come on, man. We have the VWAP down and all that stuff. I would watch out for that 0.033 cents. Neutrally close at that 41. And then bullishly try to retest that 5 cents. That's what I'm watching for ACH. Hello, Bionic. Miss Happy, hello. Thoughts on Caspa? Let's take a look. So Caspa, let's expand that line out a little bit. Beautiful. So Caspa was a runner. She's a runner. She's a track star. She don't run away when it gets hard. But yeah, we have this upside down momentum, and the RSI just taking a huge poop. So I would look at the VWAP trying to turn back up, money flow come back, the RSI again just lagging. So neutrally, I would like to close at that 0.137. But again, if we keep going in this negative direction, look at that 11.5 cents, which was a major resistance. So I would take a look. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got there. Let's see. Oh, hi, Wayne C. Puddles. I did some flux there. Hi, Yeti. Ice God. If I can't go, is it cool if I buy one Litecoin? Go ahead. Do whatever you need to do for yourself. Oh, Otto, hello. Hello, everybody. Memory Man, Kyle Rosa, Dave P, Sola Hefe. All right. Glenn, hello. Hi, everyone. Lazarus. JBZ's in the chat. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ronell says Solana all-time high coming. Listen, we're in the golden zone. Pretty much. But, yeah, guys, we're getting after it this morning. Freaking getting after it. 67K, meh. Guys, why 67K? Why? Why? Again, still battling. Still battling with 67.5. 63.8. Could that come back? I don't know. Very tentative. But again, we need a cool-off time. We needed to relax. Even Standard Charter, man, raising the year-end Bitcoin forecast to $150,000 and sees a 2025 high of 250K, especially where they're also saying that they could see up to $100 billion that could flow into the Bitcoin ETFs this year. That's a pretty wild prediction. And again, that's a lot of money. They raised their near-end forecast for Bitcoin again from 150 to 150 from 100K, saying 250K by next year before settling around 200,000, they're saying. They think from the gold analogy in terms of the ETF impact and portfolio mix, it's a good starting point for estimating the correct Bitcoin price level medium term. Medium. So they're not even saying a year is long term anymore. It's medium. Hi, Mello. Hello, everyone. All right, guys, listen, yeah, I think this is a good time to be in crypto. It's definitely price discovery mode for Bitcoin still. So I would keep that into consideration. Price discovery mode for Bitcoin. Things that are just happening left and right in the space. A lot of development being done, a lot of money being raised. And I would just watch over the next few months as Bitcoin starts to pick up, what projects start to come out. Again, meme coins, don't get caught into the green candles. Don't get greedy, because once you get greedy, that's when things go wrong. I need you guys to keep calm. Huddle on, guys. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming. And again, if you guys have any more coin requests tomorrow, get your lists ready. We got to wake up and pimp it tomorrow. Kevin, thank you for the corgi and disco love. I love disco. Woo, woo, woo. Ronell said he met a Litecoin fan at work, and you instantly thought of me. Oh. How nice. How nice. Hi, Black Hat, Andy S. in the chat. How many subscribers we have? All right, I almost knocked something over. I'm always knocking things over. We got 15,810. I was hoping to get 5 more today, but you know what? I'm not mad. I'm not mad. But you know what? Hopes are hopes. And we could always have high hopes for a living. Shooting for the star when I couldn't make a killing. What do I think about AMP? AMP just pumps and retraces, bro. Avalanche, I don't have much thoughts on. Again, there's a lot of good projects on Avalanche. It's doing good. It's up 5% today. The only thing I'm seeing with the freshly green printed dot here, we'd like to see the VWAP pick up. We have $57 that we want to maintain support at, and we want to go to that $70, which is almost a golden zone, but not quite. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with Bitcoin. Nobody has a crystal ball, so no one really knows what's going to happen next. Again, we're in complete price discovery mode, so I would keep calm, huddle on, always stay zesty because you guys know what to do. And again, stop getting greedy. This is when things get nuts. Oh, Mrs. Crimson, morning, darling. Nice to see you. Oh, you have to go to the doctor. Hope you're feeling all right. Get your coffee. Yes. Enjoy your coffee too. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. Again, the news, when Bitcoin dips, the news isn't crazy popping, but we still had a lot of good things that we covered today. So again, if you enjoyed the show, make sure you smash the like, subscribe, share this video out with friends so more people know what's going on. Share out the news, share out the love, share out the zest. We're going to get after it. And also shout out to Piano Me, Batty B, for my sounds of the sound check. Baby, it's a sound check. I'm gonna check this sweet mic. Why don't you check yours too? Yeah, I love Piano Matty B. I was in his thing over the weekend. I don't think I popped into the chat, but I like to put it on and listen to the pianos in the background, especially where, on TikTok, guys, I'm getting a little off track here, but on TikTok, I really like scrolling through, and at night, there's this one guy that, I think he lives in Philly or something. I don't know. But anyway, he plays, he goes live and plays his piano. He doesn't sing or anything, but he just plays the piano, and it's so relaxing. So, like, I'm like sitting there, I'm like kind of like in a meditative state, just like laying there. I have my phone, just playing the piano, fresh live piano, and there's just nothing like it. And I love how they pop off at the Jimmy, the sound check. They're always on point. They're like the handsome and charismatic Kyle Mack. I love that. I love the echo. I love when he does Dave Digital, the go. I'm with that, man. Oh, Kevin with the corgi. I love how it shakes, man. I love how it shakes. That's like my favorite thing, man. It's my favorite thing is the corgi. But yeah, I really love Piano Matty B. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody right now. And shout out to all the people. And you know who I'm talking about when I'm saying this. People that were consistent in the bull and the bear and the in-betweens, the highs, the lows. People that didn't sell out, didn't go a different path, and stayed on that path. And you guys know who what I'm referencing and whatever. But shout out to all the people that are consistent, that are good freaking people out there, from content creators to people in the audience. So yeah, man, I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm thankful to be here. And I'm very happy to be experiencing history with you every single day, because this is all historical. All the things we're doing right now, all the things that are like minor events, this is all going to be written in history books, guys. There's going to be documentaries about the things that you think might be irrelevant. There's going to be documentaries on, because every part of this is historical. This is a huge time to be in crypto. So thank you guys so much for being here with me. Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you guys for just showing out and always being here. Highs, lows, in between. We're getting after it. So again, make sure you guys smash the likes, subscribe to the channel, share this video with someone you think might like it too, because we're going to the YouTubes. We're gonna have a real good time. Have a great day, and as always, stay zesty. See you guys tomorrow, Monday through Friday, 9:45 a.m. for the Daily Zest. Peace.